is just another thing to worry about.
And you don't see many teams take these shots as often anymore. It's nice to see them take advantage in this area.
Pass to Matherin. Back to Hield. Halliburton for three. Claxton with a rebound.
Yeah, and for the Pacers, things had gotten stale. So they bring in a new coach in Rick Carlisle, a new potential star in Tyrese Halliburton, a fresh start for this franchise.
Now here's Bridges. Taking a look at his production, averaging just over 8 points a game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Magician. From the high post. It's rebounded by Indiana. Indiana switching things up recently, going forward in a new direction.
And you know, BA, change can be a good thing. Sometimes organizations can get comfortable winning 42, 44 games, losing in the first round. But the Pacers clearly want more. And you know what? I respect that.
Now here's Tice. He picked up 10 in his last game. Here's Matherin. And it's all from three-point range.
He's got to be mad at himself. You won't get a better look than that.
Pass to Magician. And the layup falls.
Just taking it right to the rim. And no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And that streaking rack attack is the Mobile One drive.
Yeah, aggressive take there to get inside. They're looking to make things happen to try and take control of this game.
Still very early, but that's not the start they want. 1 for 5 shooting.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Now here's Halliburton. We saw him with 11 points in his last game. And the Nets making a change here. Dinwiddie's checked in.
Now into the lineup for the Nets.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Back to Halliburton. Another miss. They desperately need a bucket. The Nets with a lead. Pass to Magician. And the shot goes. He's got 6. And the Pacers call time here.
And in 2021, when the Nets traded for James Harden, they became the favorites. And after it all fell apart last season, many were left wondering what might have been.
And for the Pacers, they're shooting just 38% for this game so far. You know, for the Nets, history repeating itself. Think back to 2013, their trade with the Celtics, creating another star trio. It didn't work out, and it set the franchise back for years, RJ.
Yeah, but credit the front office. They made something out of nothing. They got young assets, and they got them these stars. And they are still in a relatively strong position because they got a ton of picks in return.
Matherin and Hield out on the perimeter. Then it's Daniel Tice. Then it's Halliburton. And it's Nwora in at the power forward position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. So it's the Pacers now, following the bucket by the Nets. Pass to Matherin. Beyond the arc. The rebound by the Nets. Claxton's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Magician. A leaner. Unable to get that one. So it's the Pacers now. It's a 13-point game. They faced off right here last time they met, but the home club just couldn't pull out the win.
Big loss in their last meeting with this team. Couldn't get anything to fall in that one.
Now here's Dinwiddie. This is the most they've led, 13 points. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Dinwiddie's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Here's Nwora. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Look at Hield's unselfish approach. He's working to find everyone a look, not just himself.
Going all in. That was the 2K drive. Well worth a second look.
Yeah, he made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty.
Now here's Dinwiddie. 6 points for him. Magician. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Outside heel. Halliburton against Dinwiddie. Halliburton outside. 4 on the clock. Shot on the wing. He's off on that one. And Brooklyn going the other way now. Here's Magician. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot. And will go to the line. And the Pacers making a change here. Neesmith's checked in. Harris is checked in for Brooklyn. Bridges comes in for Dinwiddie. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Nets. Grant, we always talk about great footwork from post players, but how about perimeter players?
You know, I'm glad you brought that up, B.A. Great perimeter players have elite footwork. The footwork helps to create the opportunity to score, whether that's shooting a three off the dribble or even in the post-up. Great, elite, fantastic, iconic guards who can do it all have superior footwork. Believe that.
To the middle. Here's Magician, defended by Halliburton. The shot by Magician, no good. The Pacers have gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. And Neesmith gets it to go. A minute 37 left to play in the first half of basketball.
Well, Magician in the last matchup against the Hawks had a huge game. He scored 45 points, and he was red hot from beyond the arc, raining down a ton of threes. He put up huge numbers last time out. We'll see if it's more of the same tonight. Guys?
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
Finney Smith checked in for Brooklyn. Pass to Duarte. Here's Nora. Uses the glass to finish the layup. The Nets have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Here's Magician. Chalk up 2 there. 17 points in the game.
And he's carried them this quarter. A dominant offensive stretch.
McConnell with it. Working on Claxton. It's tipped. Harris up top. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Count it.
Number 9.
And the Nets lead by 18.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
Here's McConnell. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far. The Nets have gotten an impressive 6 of 8 shots to fall in the second. And that one's good. Magician.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
The Pacers have gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. Pass to Nembhard. There's 18 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Duarte. Here's Nembhard. He's got 7. Shot clock at 5. Indiana needs to get a shot off. McConnell from outside. He can't get it to go. He got it up. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer.
And just nails the 3.
A dominating first half of play. And so far, it has. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And so in the game for the Nets, we've got Cameron Johnson. Royce O'Neal is out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Mikal Bridges, and it's Magician in at point guard.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Pass to Matherin. Here's Nora. Outside heel. Halliburton's got an open look. The rebound by Magician.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Sinks the tray.
Quite simply, he is carrying this team, doing most of the work scoring-wise.
Outside heel. Pass to Matherin. Fires the three. Brooklyn with the board. In addition to affecting the game at both ends, Matherin has already proven to be a tremendous leader.
Oh, yes, he has, B.A. He's a high intangibles guy, a hard worker, really leads by example, and he's clutch. He elevates his play in big-time situations.
Here's Halliburton. Here's Nora. No good. Had a chance to end the run there.
Is it possible to rest too much? Because he hasn't been able to get into a groove since coming back in.
Here's Magician. And again, it's Brooklyn.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
The Pacers have gone 0 for 4. Not the way they want to start the second half. And the play-in tournament has been a success. But some...
Substitution on the court. At the line. For the Pacers, Aaron Nesmith. One shot.
Here's Magician. Oh, he beats the buzzer just in time. Wow.
Big-time bucket, I'll tell you. Great clock management there.
Boy, that was close. Got it in just in the nick of time.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets showing no mercy and just piling it on. Looking dominant and focused right now. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works. Or if...
Substitution on
So Indiana going with an almost entire new group here. Tice is checked in for Johnson. Nora comes in for Smith. Heald's checked in for Nesmith. And Tyrese Halliburton subbed in for Nimhart. Halliburton and Heald, they're the wings. Then there's TJ McConnell. Then it's Daniel Tice. And it's Nora in at the 4. So that's the group out there for Indiana.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
And that one's good. Magician.
And looking to shoot as many threes as possible. This kind of confidence, impressive to see.
Here's Halliburton. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
First team foul.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Brooklyn. Some changes for Indiana. Johnson, he's checked in for Tice. Duarte comes in for Heald. And it's Hill in for McConnell. Poke loose. Hill with the steal. Here's Halliburton. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul.
It goes on Seth Curry.
Man, the defender really went after him. The ideal guard in today's NBA. Tyrese Halliburton has length at 6'5". Now he can run the offense, plus Tyrese is an excellent three-point shooter.
And the Nets making a change here. Thomas is checked in. Here's Magician. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Here's Hill. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
With Halliburton, the stats show a complete guard, Grant.
At the line.
I mean, think about this. 40% from deep. Halliburton's been top 10 in the league in assists. Defensively, just racking up steals. Tyrese can play the 1 through 3. He does just about everything.
Brooklyn has gone 3 for 3 from downtown in this fourth quarter. Here's Magician. Check by Hill. Here's Magician. Rebounded by Johnson.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Here's Halliburton. The shot, no good.
And his struggles have been apparent. Unable to make an impact scoring the ball.
Here's Magician. No good on the triple. Indiana's gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Pass to Hill. Pulls up. Outside for Halliburton. The rebound by the Nets.
That's just a bucket. Look, you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss
the game. 2 minutes.
To the paint. It's stolen by Johnson. Halliburton with the ball. Now guarded by Harris. Halliburton outside. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
Smith, he's checked in for Indiana. Nimhart comes in for Halliburton. Mills, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Count the basket.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
Pass to Smith. Here's Duarte. Pounded by Harris. Here's Nimhart. The shot that time not on target. Ooh, excellent D there from Mills.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Nets.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
That'll do it for this one. They've earned their 27th victory of the year tonight.
They have proven to simply be the better team of the two, winning all 4 games in this season series.
And what a huge performance it was for Magician.
We certainly got to see his best effort on offense, attacking the defense without fear and grabbing a lot of buckets.
Outside, Hill. Baseline jumper. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Personal foul.
After making the playoffs 5 years straight, the Pacers have struggled to get back to the postseason.
You know, B.A., they're trying to go through a rebuild right now, and that's going to take some time. But the front office and coaching staff appear comfortable with this direction, knowing it might be a while before they make the playoffs again.
Sumner's checked in for Harris. And that one's good. Magician.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Here's Duarte. And connects on the 9-footer.
Duarte.
Here's Magician. Outside Mills. Pass to Magician. For 3. It counts.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's score, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Brian Anderson saying thank you for tuning in. So long, everybody.
Congratulations on the win. But how do you make it look so easy at such a young age?
Thanks, Nate. I mean, it's definitely not easy. You know, I try to bring that intensity and that aggression on a nightly basis. You know, I'm not always going to shoot like I did.
I've been a harder way to meet a girl. 어디 가 너무 쳐다봐서 미안해. 근데 네가 눈에 띄 수가 없어. 보고 싶어 너의 몸매 너의 몸매 Alright, let me see 네 앞에 쓰면 비욘세 납작해 답답해 시원하게 그냥 갖다 대 고립이 피부에 네 허벅지는 탄탄해 감상하는 게 같으면 난 진심이야 연기처럼 보이면 나는 우리의 관계가 뭔지 모르지만 지금 소개받고 싶어 I want you to give it to me 우리 트릭스처럼 믿고 싶어 baby 단둘이 춤은 내서 주지 규칙과 휴식 없이 나한테 계속 주지 Let's shoot a movie They with us all night they with us This ain't DJ Mustard this is Gray on the beat Say OMG we do it properly Let's go harder wait a minute girl 어디 가 너무 쳐다봐서 미안해 근데 네가 눈에 띄 수가 없어 보고 싶어 너의 몸매 너의 몸매 목폴라를 입어도 태 나오는 몸매 맹매에 괜히 멍해진 동공 내 초점은 동세 원초적 본능에 내 똥매 보자마자 딱딱히고 더 눈매가 메두사 쪽방에 터져 허리선이 펀치라인 피부는 미운 내 살 말투마저 귀여운 부산 부모님 한국분마저
Hey, need some help? Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
You got it. Come on, man. Come around.
Just like that.
Too strong. Keep shooting that, man. Give me that. You guys the ones who're gonna be losing today. Woo-hoo! I got you quiet real quick.
I see someone wants to work on their threes. Let's get it set up. Going.
Great game.
Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
Right here.
Did you say 2 to 3 years?
Yeah.
I don't know if you're being sarcastic or not.
It's up to 3 years.
What?
Yeah.
I thought they said 6 to 8 weeks.
No, no.
One thing that can be entertaining at this point of every season is how unexpected rivalries, Greg, begin to develop.
Yeah, teams that might not be traditional rivals have a few heated games early on, and now their matchups become must-see TV. Happens every season.
So the next starting five. Mikal Bridges out there with the Magician. Then it's Johnson. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Claxton in at the center. The Wizards shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts. 81%.
And Morris drops them both. Here's Magician. That shot off. Now the Wizards take it the other way. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Nets. That one was played in Brooklyn.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
Well, you have to believe the coaching staff made that a point of emphasis. Better aggressiveness, better intensity on the backboards.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Left side, Porzingis trying to get open is Kuzma. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
Well, this is what you want to see. It's 7-3. Kristaps Porzingis finished through contact.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
Nice take. Staying aggressive with this game, still very much up in the air.
Well, he showed right there. This guy capable of making shots, especially if you leave him that wide open.
Back to Morris. Charity stripe shot. That shot missing.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Shoots. And it's Magician missing.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Well, missed opportunities, and they can certainly add up. You cannot afford to take that kind of shot.
Tipped away. Morris passes to Beal. Here's Kuzma. Oh, that's blocked. They retain possession. The shot's good from Gafford. The Nets have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Here's Magician, covered by Morris. Magician, and he comes up with the deuce. Magician's got 9 points.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
To the middle, here's Beal. Rebound, Brooklyn.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
The subject of trade rumors year after year. Beal has the skill set every team is looking for.
Well, he's elite at scoring the basketball, and he understands when and how to create for the players around him. There's only a handful of guys in this league who can do what he does with his level of consistency.
And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington. Taj Gibson's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Avdia comes in for Porzingis. Kisper's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Wright in for Morris. The Nets also changing it up. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Royce O'Neal. Thomas comes in for Johnson. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Mikal Bridges. And the Nets with possession here after the basket by Washington. First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. To the inside. And it's Gibson, that time on the assist by Wright.
Right, if you're DeLon Wright, you've got to be willing to set your teammates up. What a pass, on time, on target.
Here's Magician. And again, it's the Nets missing. The Wizards have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. And it's Kispert in the corner. Down low. No good from Gibson. Brooklyn trailing. There's 48 seconds left in the first quarter. Magician passes to Finney-Smith. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. You talk about a defensive menace. That's Dorian Finney-Smith.
He has a knack for coming up with a big
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
I think let's give them credit as well for the job they've done getting to the free throw line. It's been a huge factor for them.
Free throw good, Beal. You know, Greg, we know to win at the highest level, you need your star players to show up in the big games. With that in mind, what's the key?
You know, it's their will and their ability to fight. If you look at the great ones, even when things haven't gone their way, they continue to scratch and claw and do everything in their power to try and get the W.
Morris and Beal are the guards. Porzingis is out there with Kyle Kuzma, and it's Gafford in at the 5 spot. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Well, Magician in the last matchup against Indiana was terrific. He scored 53 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what became a great exhibition on his part. A very solid stat line for him in what was a terrific outing. And you know he wants to keep the momentum going, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
Inside, here's Beal, and he finishes nicely on the way. Beal's got the lead back up to 5 now for the Wizards.
Yeah, Porzingis, because he's a scoring threat, that's going to open up opportunities for him to find his teammates.
That one goes. Count it. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Washington. That will kick off a 6-game road trip for the team. The shot by Beal, no good. So for the Wizards, their last game, a loss to the Clippers.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
I'll tell you this, if you're going to allow your opponent to make that many shots, you have got to be as solid on the offensive end, and clearly they were not.
Back to Morris. Here's the teardrop. Here's Porzingis. Nice work on the board. It's paying off at the basket. Porzingis has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, you've got size and length, so Kristaps Porzingis, the extra possession.
On the wing, Johnson. Back to O'Neal. Out to the right wing. Here's Magician. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game.
And 2 more three-point field goals for him here in the second quarter. Somebody had better get a hand up.
So timeout called here. The first for the Wizards.
Timeout. DC family, it's time to welcome your Wizards dancer.
And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington. Obvious checked in for Daniel Gafford. Comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Goodwin's checked in for Beal, and it's Wright in for Monte Morris. The Nets also changing it up. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Royce O'Neal. Joe Harris comes in for Johnson, and Edmund Sumner's subbed in for Dinwiddie. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Here's Magician. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Magician's got 23 points.
Dead-eye shooting from them this quarter.
The Wizards have gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter, well above the 50% mark from the field. Kispert, the pass to Wright. Porzingis trying to get free, and it's Wright missing. Brooklyn's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3 ball here. They get it back. Claxton, and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Wright looking around. Looking to end the run, and they're able to recover. Porzingis can't hit. Beyond the arc. And it's in. Lowry nails the buzzer beater.
Yeah, that's exactly how to end the half on a high note. Tacking 3 points onto this lead at the horn. The mood in each of those locker rooms will be very different.
And so it's Brooklyn. heading to the bench with a 7-point. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. One half to go. Really an incredible game from Magician.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They got the Magician. Johnson is out there with O'Neal. Then it's Bridges. And it's Claxton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Magician, covered by Morris.
Number 9.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Wizards ownership has promised to never hit the hard reset button. We saw from teams in recent years like the Sixers. The fact remains that this is a franchise that last enjoyed a 50-win season in 1979. So for the patient, diehard fans in the DMV, seems the wait for a true contender may take a lot longer. Kevin?
Well, time will tell, David. Thanks. So Johnson hits 2 of them. Now Morris. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Outside, Beal. Kuzma with it. Right side, Porzingis. Clock at 6. High, arcing shot. Morris, no good.
Well, that's a case where a guy's trying to make a play, trying to take it up strong, but the defense was ready.
Here's Magician. Shot clock reset for the Nets. Jacks up a 3. Drills it from outside. Magician's got 6 in the quarter.
This is unbelievable. He has over half the team's points right now.
Kuzma outside. Back to Beal. Can they get it? And the dunk by Porzingis.
That's just fundamental basketball. Kristaps Porzingis. Establish yourself inside and finish with the jam.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. And Doris, when health, do you think Porzingis can still be an all-star caliber player in this league?
Yeah, you know what?
There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Sumner. No points in the game yet for him. Pass the Magician. Fires the 3. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. We'll return shortly. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Porzingis is out there with Avdia. Then it's Morris. Then there's Kispert. And it's Wright in at the 2. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Here's Magician, headed by Porzingis. 4 on the shot clock. Good on the 3-point shot. Finney Smith's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for Brooklyn.
Finney Smith on the catch, ready to rise and fire. That's big-time shooting ability right there, folks.
Morris passes to Kispert. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Well, I think it kills your energy, and it certainly kills your momentum.
Daniel Gafford's checked in for Kispert. And then for Brooklyn, Royce O'Neal's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Curry. Pass to Sumner. Nets passing it around. And he gives the whistle for the 3-second call. Kyle. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Fourth team foul.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Nets?
At the line
The three-pointers and how well they're able to shoot them. You wonder if they can keep it up, and boy, have they.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Zingas, he's checked in for the Wizards.
2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. 2 minutes.
Johnson against Kuzma. And there's the pass to Morris. Gafford trying to break free. No good from outside.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
Here's Claxton, covered by Gafford. Claxton the pass to Magician. No good with the triple. Wizards trail by 6. It's Beal on the wing, guarded by O'Neal. Shoots from 8. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
I like the mentality by Beal. Takes it inside, mixes it up a little bit. Nice.
Good on the first, and that brings them within 5. Both good from the line that time.
Well, this is why you run your offense through him in important situations. You know he's going to deliver.
Here's Magician, covered by Morris. Magician. And again, it's the Nets missing. And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for the Washington Wizards. A wide open look here for Kuzma. And another miss by Washington.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
And it's Magician missing. Guys, it's come down here to a very important possession.
No room for error.
And an intentional foul right there.
Kristaps Porzingis. First personal foul.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5.
Line for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton taking 2 shots.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
Job well done at the line on that possession. They'll make things a little easier on themselves if they can convert those.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 6. 41 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And now the moment to present the New Balance player of the game, Magician.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
Launches it. It's hauled in by Claxton.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Number 9.
He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
I'll tell you, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
Guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
On the court.
They're trailing by 7.
Timeout on the floor.
11 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Who wants a t-shirt?
Here's Magician. Count it. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
I bet I harder with a minute, girl. 어디가 너무 쳐다봐서 미안해. 근데 네가 노릇해 수가 없어. 보고 싶어 너의 몸매 너의 몸매. Alright, yeah. 네 앞에 쓰면 비욘세. 납작해 답답해 시원하게 그냥 갖다 대. 고립이 피부에 네 허벅지는 탄탄해. 널 감상하는 게 같으면 난 진심이야. 연기처럼 보이면 나는 우리의 관계가 뭔지 모르지만 지금 소개받고 싶어. I want you to give it to me. 우리 트릭스처럼 믿고 싶어 baby 단둘이 춤을 내.
Oh, that is awesome. What happened since Vegas apparently last 2 to 3 years. All of your friends, family play the game. What's it going to be like for them to see your exact representation in NBA 2K24?
I already know they're going to start making fun of me or something.
Really?
But,
Clowning you?
That's just how my family.
Just about at the halfway point of the season. Plenty of games left to watch and so many different ways to watch.
BA, how about this? I can watch any game in the league right now on my phone. That's just unreal. I just love what the NBA has done, making the game accessible anywhere.
Now the opening lineup for the Brooklyn Nets. They've got Johnson, Nicholas Claxton out there with Royce O'Neal. Then it's Mikal Bridges, and it's Magician in at the point. It's Van Vliet with a drive. Here's Siakam, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Look at the effort from Pascal Siakam on the offensive glass, keeping that play alive and finishing it.
And he gets it to go.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scorers.
And here's Van Vliet. His last outing, we saw him score 22. Pirtle in the post. Looking on Claxton, and rejected. Down low. Oh, deflected. Stolen by Van Vliet. Here comes Toronto on the push. Finished off the break.
Great anticipation by Fred Van Vliet. Leads to the turnover, which leads to the run out.
Fantastic replay we just saw of the Mobile One drive.
Yeah, and in close games like this one, BA, you need toughness. Guys who will run to the fight and get after it.
That's how you set the table and everybody gets to eat.
Van Vliet outside. Pass to Barnes. Now here's Van Vliet. Tight defense on him. And he banks in the layup. Van Vliet's got his second basket of the game.
I mean, an excellent ball handler who varies his pace. Van Vliet knows how to create separation. It's rare for an undrafted player to make an impact, but Fred Van Vliet has earned his spot in the league. The sixth man on a title team back in 2019, and he's become an all-star.
Yep, that one goes. Siakam's got his second basket on the night.
As a distributor, Fred Van Vliet is so effective. He knows when and where to feed his guys.
Pass to O'Neal. And here's Bridges. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. A shot by Magician, no good. Well, Smitty, Van Vliet's become an all-star. Is he the best undrafted player in the NBA, you think?
Well, B.A., Ben Wallace is the standard. A multiple-time Defensive Player of the Year winner. Champions like Bruce Bowen and Udonis Haslem, they're right up there. But Fred Van Vliet has a chance when it's all said and done to be the best.
And the bucket is good. For Toronto, they've got 5 of 7 shots to fall.
Brooklyn foul. Number 9.
Achua's checked in for Pirtle. And a change for the Nets. Dinwiddie, he's checked in for O'Neal.
Substitution on the court.
First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in.
2 minutes left in the first.
Van Vliet, the pass to Barnes. Second shot opportunity. The shot won't fall. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Last time they met in Brooklyn.
And they came away with the win because everyone contributed. The starters, the bench, they all played as a unit.
Great scoring output from that second unit. Such a luxury to have that extra ammunition.
Here's Claxton. And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Drains the triple. Claxton's got 7 points in the game.
Defensively, a breakdown along the perimeter. Just too slow to rotate.
Time called here. The Raptors decide to talk it over. They put up a nice win against Sacramento last time out.
Talk about strong offensive production. They went out, played to their strengths, and were successful as a result.
That was the key message going in. Be efficient. Everyone was on the same page, and you got a chance to see the results.
Boucher's checked in for Toronto. Gary Trent Jr. comes in for Anunoby. And we've got 1:18 left now in the first quarter. And the Raptors with some changes. Pirtle's checked in for Achua. Siakam comes in for Boucher. And it's OG Anunoby in for Fred Van Vliet. Magician. And as it goes out of bounds, Brooklyn able to keep possession. Johnson against Barnes. Pass to O'Neal. Clock at 6. And it's Bridges with the jam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
The forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. Gary Trent is out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Pirtle in at the center position. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
Well, Magician in the last matchup against the Wizards was outstanding. He ended up with 36 points and was on point from deep. It's just been a great stretch of games for him. And there's plenty of reason to think he'll keep going. Send it back to you.
Great report there, Allie. It was obvious he could do anything he wanted. A fantastic win.
Well, I'll tell you, he was enjoying himself out there, kind of like us here in the broadcast booth. And whoever was matched up against him wasn't enjoying themselves.
What I like is they just kept calling his number. Sometimes we see coaches go away from what's working, and we wonder why.
And it's hard to overstate the impact OG Anunoby has on defense, Grant.
Hey, BA, an absolute terror on the wings. I mean, he has great length, moves well, just one of the best one-on-one perimeter defenders in the league.
Well, you've got stars and you've got closers. Smitty, are those always the same thing?
It's not, B.A. There's some guys that are not stars and they can close. And there's some guys that are stars that can't close. But when you get the superstar, he can do both.
Siakam laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Siakam's got 8.
And you have to credit Anunoby. He's put in the work to become a better playmaker.
Here's Magician. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
You look around the league at possible all-star selections. MP has made a pretty good case for himself.
I agree, and Grant, you have to think the momentum is there for MP to be an all-star. At the very least, you think he has to warrant consideration.
The youngster, Scotty Barnes, has great vision.
And that replay showed how sensational that drive truly was.
You're toasting the defense and getting in close. They'll take possessions like that one all day.
Here's Magician. Outside Johnson. Pass to Bridges. Back to Johnson. Here's Magician. Oh, he drains it. His 6th make in 9 tries so far.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Trent outside. That's it. Coming off an assist from Barnes. Trent's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. It's stolen by Trent. In transition, here they come. Here's Anunoby. Can't get the go-ahead bucket. The Nets with the lead. No team has had to make more sacrifices than Toronto during the pandemic.
You were right about that, B.A. I mean, they had to change their home base to Tampa. In essence, they spent an entire season on the road. It was tough for everyone, but the Raptors faced some big challenges.
Trent's shot is off. For Brooklyn, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. Here's Bridges. And down it goes. 2 points. Bridges has gotten his 2nd bucket.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Timeout called, the Raptors.
And we'd all love to hear what goes on in those huddles, but we just get the snapshots.
No, we're left to infer.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play.
Your Raptors 30, the Nets 35.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Toronto trailing. On the floor for the Nets. We've got Mikal Bridges. Johnson is out there with Royce O'Neal. Then it's Nicholas Claxton. And it's Magician in at the point guard. Anunoby against Bridges. Pass to Claxton. O'Neal on the wing. He's covered by Siakam. 5 to shoot. Here's Magician. And it goes. As the official calls the foul. Count it. And he'll shoot one more at the line. So it's Toronto now. Trailing by 8. To the inside. Siakam in the post. He's against O'Neal.
Starting the half with 3 straight misses. Not how they envisioned this one.
Here's Magician. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. The Raptors have gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. And as solid as Pirtle is during the game, his free throws, Grant, can be an issue.
B.A. It really limits his minutes during close games late. You know, he's right around 50% for his career. He has decent form, so there is some hope for improvement. Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Trent, he's checked in for Toronto.
Coming onto the floor for your Raptors.
Here's Van Vliet. An effective score for them, scoring around 21.5 points a game. And the Raptors miss again.
Things have been a little bumpy coming into the second half. 5 straight misses.
Here's Magician. Again, the Nets score.
3 out of 4 coming out of the half, showing good execution on the offensive end.
Van Vliet up top. They need this. Rebound Brooklyn.
He's had a tough time getting it going, and he's put this team behind the 8 ball.
And it hasn't hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough.